Okay students, let's continue with your previous topic, that is PowerPoint presentation. Okay, let's prepare another presentation students. How to create a new presentation students? Come on, respond. How to create a new presentation? Now I want to create another presentation. How to create a new presentation students? Okay, so go to new or press Ctrl plus N. See, if you press Ctrl plus N, then a new presentation will automatically created, right? See, if you want to create your presentation by using templates, then you can go to File tab and click on New. So why? Because it provides various options which helps to create a new presentation. First one is by default the blank presentation is already selected here, right? Recent templates, sample templates, themes, my templates, new from existing. Yes, we can create a new presentation by using these options. So new from existing means yes. So if you want to create a new presentation from existing one, that means if the file is already created and saved in your system, simply you can create a new presentation from the existing presentation, or else click on My Templates. If you have your own templates, that is personal templates, simply click on My Templates, or select Themes, click on Themes. So I'll just zoom out the screen students. See, these are all the inbuilt themes provided by PowerPoint. Okay, so, angles, apex, aspect, clarity, composite, black tie, civic, etc. Just select a theme, cursor, okay, and click on Create. Okay. So by using the themes we can create a new presentation, or else next one is click on New, Sample Templates. So that means here sample template means a predefined presentation is available on your system. Okay, simply select any one of the template presentation among these options. For example, here I'll select Quiz Show and then click Create. So select the template and click on Create. Okay, so this is the sample template. Okay, so to prepare the quiz, like see, Quiz Show is the title for this presentation. So it gives the description about the Quiz Show template on second slide. Okay, so just press F5 to see the presentation. This is the first slide, second, third one. Okay, this is a sample presentation students. Okay, so we can edit with our own text, right? Press Escape. Okay, so if you want to enter your own question, simply you can edit the predefined text. Okay students, here the text box is not selected. Okay, so put the question number and enter your question. Okay, so just read the text. Yes students, so if you want to change the color, so go to font color and then apply it. Okay, is it clear students? I think white is better, right? ESC button. ESC key is used to cancel the actions. Okay, so like this you can edit with your own text students. Okay, for example, second question, shortcut key for slideshow presentation. Okay, shift plus F4. Otherwise you can provide the options, that is A, B, C, D, F4. Clear? So if you want to delete this text box, click on the border of the text box and then press delete. Here again I'll change the color of the text. So what is the shortcut key to increase the text size students? Font size. What is the shortcut key to increase the font size? Come on students, please respond. What is the shortcut key to increase the font size? See, if you have your own templates, just click on my templates. Why? Because your templates are stored in personal templates tab. Okay, just press F5 on PowerPoint. Listen, like this we can create any type of presentations by using templates. So this is our first slide, right? Okay, now we are going to discuss slide transitions. That means transition effects which are applied to the slides. See, just observe the ribbon students. So we have four different tabs are available. Okay students, so first one is design tab. Design tab contains all the design templates which are applied to the selected slides. So for example, here I want to change the background of the first slide, background template of the first slide. Just select the slide and then right click on particular theme and click on apply to selected slides. Yes friends, again click on particular theme, just select apply to selected slides. So like this we can change the background templates for different slides, or else you can go to background styles. See, when you click on a particular style, see that style will be applied to all the slides. Again right click on the style, again select apply to selected slides. Okay, so here I'll press Ctrl Z. So why? Because here the pink color is applied to all the slides, right students? See, the background group contains hide background graphics, background styles. So these are all the background themes. Again format background option is available under this drop down arrow, or else you can right click on the particular slide and then go to format background. Okay students, so just right click on the particular slide and click on apply to selected slides. Okay students, so design tab contains all the design templates, okay, page setup, slide orientation, S. So click on page setup. The page setup dialog box will be appeared on the window. Okay, page setup contains the slide size for drop down list box which contains different options, that is on screen show, A4 paper, etc. And we have two orientations. First one is portrait and landscape. So what is meant by portrait and landscape, students? Portrait and landscape are orientations. What is meant by orientation? So orientation is nothing but direction, right students? What is meant by orientation? Orientation means the direction of text on printed page. So this is not used for screen purpose, this is used for printed page. Landscape means horizontal direction. Okay, that means see, it gives the horizontal direction of text on printed page. Portrait. So just observe the preview. So portrait means vertical direction of text. See, there is a difference between landscape and portrait. So landscape means horizontal, portrait means vertical, right students? So before printing the presentation slides, simply you need to set the orientation. By default portrait is selected, but in PowerPoint by default landscape is selected because all the slides are printed in a horizontal direction. If you want to change the direction of text, simply you can select portrait. Clear students? Sriza, clear? Very good. Only one response from AWDC KKD. Very good. So what about remaining? Okay, go to design tab. Go to design tab. The first command is page setup. Just click on page setup or else. So go to file tab. Go to file tab. Okay, and click on print. See, all the print options are available on backstage view, right? This is backstage view. And here you can select the different options. So based on requirement, okay, clear? So this is the preview. So otherwise, go to design tab and click on page setup. See why? Because in Word and Excel we have one important tab, that is page layout tab, which contains all the page related options, right? But here in PowerPoint, see, page layout tab is not available. So page setup command is available under design tab. See, if you want to change the orientation of slides or number of slides, that means the number slides from, see, if you want to print from starting page, simply you can select one. So by default one is selected. For example, if you want to print the presentation from third slide, you can select 3 here, right? So like this, you can change the settings available under page setup dialog box. Clear? Yes. Again, slide orientation is available. Yes. Slide orientation contains again portrait and landscape. See, in MS Word and Excel, the default orientation is portrait, but for PowerPoint presentation, the default orientation is landscape. Okay, if you want to change the orientation, select portrait from this tool, that is slide orientation, or under page setup dialog box. So design tab contains page setup, slide orientation, all the design templates which we call it as themes, and background styles. And again, themes contains the colors, fonts, effects, okay, different types of effects. So first select the slide. Yeah. So what is the next tab? Yes, the most important tabs are transitions and animations. So what is meant by transitions? See, transitions are animation like effects that occur when you move from one slide to another slide during a presentation. Why? Because these effects are specially applied to the slides. So transitions are applied in between the slides. Clear? So now I will show you what is the use of transition. Transitions are animation like effects which are applied to slides. Why? Because animations are mainly applied to the text or any other objects like pictures, clip arts, etc. So first go to transition tab. As if you want to apply transition effects to the slides, first you can go to transitions tab. Okay, so first one is none. So if you want to remove the applied transition, simply click on none. So what is the first one? Cut. Okay, so just observe the slide pane also. I will zoom out the screen. Clear? Cut, fade. So this is push. Okay, wipe. Here I will zoom out the screen. I think options are not that much of visible to you. So just observe the slide because it shows the preview of the selected transition effect, applied transition effect, right? So just observe the preview of that effect, students. Clear? Okay, split. Reveal, random bars, shape, uncover, cover. Okay, so we have three categories: subtle, exciting and dynamic content. Again we have some more transition effects. See, dissolve. Did you observe the changes, students? See, picture and clip art. So clip art is the inbuilt pictures. So predefined pictures are called as clip arts. Whereas by using picture command we can insert our own pictures that are available on our systems. So go to animations tab, Lalita. Go to animations tab. So which tabs are available? Okay. So dissolve, checkerboard, blinds, clock. Okay. Okay, now I will set clock transition effect to the first slide, right? So go to the second slide. So like this we can apply different types of transition effects to each and every slide. Here I will apply reveal. Okay, here I will apply vortex. Okay. So if you want to change the directions, click on effect options. See, here we are having from left, from top, from right, from bottom. Okay. See, if you want to show the preview, simply click on preview command which is available under transitions tab. Okay. And for the third slide, random bars or shape. Clear? See, by using transitions tab we can control the speed of the transition slide transition, and we can use the timings. So first I will show you how to control this speed, and we can apply sound. So first I will apply transition, that is clock. So if we want to apply the same transition to all the slides, simply click on apply to all. So I will zoom the screen, just observe the options. Here, so these are all the transition effects available under transitions tab. just click on apply to all. Okay. So that means it set the transition between all the slides. Why? Because transitions are applied in between the slides. See, if you click on apply to all, then that effect will be applied to all the slides of your presentation. Apply to all. So or else you can set each and every effect to different slides. So press F5. So this is first slide, right? Clear, students? See, transition effects are only applied to the slide. See, if you want to apply any effects to the pictures or text, you can use animations. See, transitions and animations are different. So why? Because slide transition means the transition effects. That means transitions are also similar to animation effects, but transitions are only applied to the slides, not for the text, not for the contents of the slide. Okay. So transitions are only applied to the slides, whereas animations are applied to the text, pictures, cliparts or any other type of objects that are inserted on the slide. Clear? Okay, students, see, when you want to move from one slide to another slide, see, we can use arrow keys or mouse click, right? Okay. So for example, see, if you want to run your slideshow automatically without using the cursor key, that means without using the keyboard and mouse, simply you can use timings. So for example, here for the second slide I will apply another transition. Honeycomb. Okay. Shed. So we are having 7 slides here. Switch. Clear? So now just observe this group, student. This is the most important group under transitions tab, timing group. As by using timing group, we can apply sounds to the slides. So during a presentation, the sounds will be applied to the slide transitions. For example, applause. So built-in sounds are available: applause, arrow, bomb, breeze. Okay. One second, students. Is it clear? Typewriter, voltage, whine. Okay. Other sound. So that means if you want to insert another sound that is available in our system, click on other sound. So now here I'll apply applause, arrows. Which is better, students? Camera. Like a camera click, okay? Okay, I'll select time and the duration. Okay, that means the duration of sound. Specify the length of transition. See, here duration specifies the length of transition. So just I'll apply 1 second, okay? See, if you want to apply to all the slides, simply click on apply. So before going to that, I would like to tell you one thing, students. See here, advanced slide. See, under timings group, we have one option, that is advanced slide. Under advanced slide, we have 2 check boxes. First one is on mouse click. See, if you want to move the slides during the presentation, simply use mouse click or use cursor keys on your keyboard, right? So if you want to run your slideshow automatically, you need to use timings. That means select after checkbox. After, that means the slides are automatically moved after a particular period of time. Okay, so for example here, just I'll apply 2 seconds. Okay, come on students, how much time you want? Please respond students. Okay, by Monday I'll upload the notes of PowerPoint, Excel and shortcut keys. So just observe the timing students. So just tick on checkbox. So that means your slideshow will run automatically after a particular time period, that is here I'll apply 4 seconds, right, and simply select the mouse click. For example, so if you want to move to the another slide by using mouse click, yes, you can use your mouse click, otherwise you can leave it. So you can use timings to run the slideshow automatically. Okay, here the duration, yes, the transition duration will tell the slide that how long the transition effect will last before the next slide appears. See, the length of the transition is specified by duration, that is 1 second, and after means, so it is a time period that is used to move the slides during a presentation without doing it manually. Okay students, so first select the time. Based on a requirement you can apply, that means you can use timings, and based on a requirement you can use duration. So duration means it is the length of the transition, whereas after means, see, that means the slide will automatically, that means the presentation will automatically move to the next slide after 4 seconds. Clear students? Is it clear? So just select after and select the time and click on apply to all. Okay, just click on apply to all. So now, clear students, is it clear? Now I will show you the slideshow presentation. Okay Satya, so press F5, I'll zoom out the screen, 1 second, F5. See, sound is applied to the slide, okay. See, here no mouse clicks and no manual advancing of slides, right. See, the slideshow is running automatically. And the sound is applied to all the slides of our presentation. Clear students? Is it clear to you all? So how to use timings to run the slideshow automatically? Come on students, please respond. See, so many sounds are available here. Okay, again press F5. See, did you hear another sound? It's like this, we can apply different types of sounds to each and every slide. When you click on apply to all, see, the same effect and the same sound will be applied to all the slides. Okay, if you want to apply different sounds or different effects to each and every slide, so don't click on apply to all. Clear? Again I'll show you the different sounds for each and every slide. So here first one, time, okay. Second one, voltage. Third one, applause, okay. I'll select applause. And for fourth one, I'll select another sound. So why? Because so no other sounds are available on my system. If you have your own sounds or songs on your system, simply go to other sound. Okay, this is first one. Clear? So after 4 seconds, so next slide is automatically appeared, right? Applause. Now the sound is applause, right? So different sounds are applied to different slides. This is nothing but slide transition, students. Is it clear to you all? So we can apply different effects, different transition effects, and we can use timings to run the slideshow automatically, and we can apply different sounds. After checkbox is very important. See, on the transition tab, if you want to use timings in between the slides to automatically run the slideshow, we use after option, which is available under transitions tab, and then you can set your timings. Okay, see, when you want to prepare the presentation, when you want to give the presentation to large audience, see, you can use timings. So that is the better option. Why? Because yes, simply press F5. So if your presentation is over for the first slide, simply you can click on mouse click. Yes, we use mouse click to automatically move to the next slide, or else you can leave it. Then after 4 seconds, the next slide will be appeared, right? Text like matching means, Satyam, what is the doubt? Do you understand, students, yes or no about transition effects and timings? Because timings is the most important feature in PowerPoint to run the slideshow automatically. Okay, so otherwise we can do it manually by using cursor keys and by using mouse clicks. Clear, students? Yes, so many types of transition effects are available, so you can apply all these effects on your system or laptop, students. How to enter quiz show on slide? That is text box. So this is one shape, Satya. So this is a box. See, go to insert, okay, and click on shapes. So otherwise you can go to Smart Art. Okay. If you want to add text, simply right click on the particular box and click on edit text. Okay. Here I would like to enter PPTX. And simply you can connect all the boxes with arrows. Clear, Satya? So if you want to change the color of the box, simply click on that box. Then the format tab is appeared on the ribbon and you can change the color, right? If you want to apply the effects to the text, simply you can select O dot. Okay, shape outline. So like this. Simply select the box to delete permanently, okay? So go to transitions and under advanced slide we have two options. See, our mouse click is already selected. So when you uncheck this option, see, the slides are not moved during presentation when you click on a mouse. Simply we use cursor keys or else we can use timings, right? So just select the on mouse click. Otherwise, if you do not want to select this option, simply you can uncheck this option, okay? And the next most important thing is, if you want to set timings between the slides to run the slideshow automatically, select after and you can select the time. Okay, that is seconds or minutes. What do you want, okay, to set the timings between the slides. Slide orientation means, see, when you want to print the presentation or when you want to print the slides on pages, simply you can go to slide orientation under design tab. See, by default landscape is available. Why? Because the slides are displayed like landscape position. So if you want to print the vertical direction of text, simply select portrait. See, just observe the difference. Now the slide is appeared in a portrait orientation, right? See, this is portrait, like page in document. It looks like a normal page in a document. Okay, this is slide orientation. Again, click on slide orientation and select landscape. The default direction is landscape. Is it clear? So, did you observe the changes between portrait and landscape? Clear? Is it clear? Yes, simply save the slideshow presentation. Press Ctrl plus S or else go to File tab, save, or else click the save icon on Quick Access toolbar. Here my file name is Quiz Show and I'll select the location. I want to save this file on my desktop. Okay, click on save. See here, the title of the presentation is Quiz Show, right? Is it clear, students? So if it is clear to you all, then we'll go with Animations tab. Very good, Lalita. So now the most important one is Animations tab. Okay. So animation, see here, animation effects are not highlighted. Why? Because animations effects are applied to the text. So that means you need to select the text or pictures or clip arts. For example, here I will select the text Quiz Show. Then all the animation effects are highlighted here. For example, so just I will zoom out the screen. Observe the animation effects. See, split. So it shows the preview of text floating. Okay, and go to the next slide. So if you want to apply different animations for each and every line in the same slide, select the text. For example, here I will select fade, and for the first line I want to apply flying. For the second line I will zoom the screen. Okay. For the second line, here I want to apply shape. Again, third line, I want to apply wheel. Clear? So like this we can apply different types of animation effects to each and every line of the text and for the pictures also. For example, if you apply animation effect to the matching boxes, right? Select the box, just click on drop down arrow. So many effects are available here. Fly out. See? Okay. So these are the animation effects available under Animations tab. You can set the duration and you can set so with previous, after previous, on click, etc. Okay. So now go to slideshow presentation. 1 second, I will zoom out the screen. See, animation effects. See, slide transitions are used to apply the effects in between the slides, whereas animation effects are applied to the text. See, Shift F4 is already applied with some animation effects. Okay. Just observe. See, flyout is applied. Clear? Clear, students? Is it clear? Okay, I would like to tell you one important thing, students. See, just observe what I am doing. Okay, and then tell me, so what are the changes you observed here? I'll zoom the screen. I'll apply one option, okay. Here I'll select slideshow. Just observe, students. Yes, we can apply animations to images, any type of objects that are inserted on slide. Yes, we can insert tables. Yes, we can apply animation effects to tables. We can insert pictures. Yes, we can apply animations to pictures. We can insert clip arts. Yes, we can apply animation effects to clip arts. Okay. So just observe what I am doing here. First I'll select slideshow and I'll click on setup slideshow, and I'll select loop continuously until escape. Loop continuously until escape, and then I'll click on OK. Just observe the slideshow presentation and tell me, so what are the changes you observed here? This is first slide, okay. Second one. So we are having 7 slides. Third one. Fourth one. Fifth one. Sixth one. Seventh one. What happened here, students? So we are having only 7 slides. So after 7 slides, the slideshow presentation will automatically stop, right? But what happened here? Did you observe any changes? So what is the use of selecting that option, that is loop continuously until escape? Come on, students. So this is the most important feature in a PowerPoint. So loop means repeating. Looping means repeating. Come on, tell me. So what are the changes you observed here? Come on, students. Very good, Jyotika. Only one response. What about remaining? Come on, students. Please respond. Only one response, Jyotika. You are correct. Very good. AWDC KKD, yes. See, if you want to repeat your slideshow presentation continuously, that means if you select that option, that is looping means repeating, loop continuously until escape. See, the PowerPoint presentation will repeat the presentation, that is the slideshow presentation, until someone press escape key. See, now here I want to stop my presentation. Just I'll press escape. So that means the PowerPoint presentation will repeat the same slideshow again and again until user press escape key. Clear, students? So go to loop the presentation, to loop the PowerPoint slideshow presentation. So first go to slideshow tab. Go to slideshow tab, and under slideshow tab click on setup slideshow. Under setup slideshow dialog box, under show options, the first option is loop continuously until escape. That means the PowerPoint presentation will continue its slideshow presentation until the user press escape key, that is ESC key, and then click on OK. And some more options are show slides. Yes, I want to show all the slides in my presentation. Okay. Otherwise, just enter the number, that is from starting slide to ending slide, that you want to show your slides on your presentation. Using timings if present option is already selected. So if you want to do it manually, click on manually option. That means you can manually move to another slide during presentation. So without using timings. Yes, students, okay? And then click on OK. This is the most important option. So which is used to repeat the slideshow presentation. That means So after end of the slide again it will repeat, that means it will start from the first slide itself. Clear? So how to apply animation effects? Someone asked about how to apply animation effects. So if you want to apply animation effects, simply, so first here, again here I am inserting one picture, right? Go to insert picture, and my picture is available on my desktop. That means a college logo, Aditya, insert. Okay. So if you want to apply animation effect to the picture, simply select the picture and go to animations tab and select any one of the animation effect. Disappear. Okay, or bounce. Clear? So if you want to apply animation effect to the text, just select the text. See, and it gives the numbering for the effects, that is, this is the first one which we applied earlier, and this is the second one on this slide. Split. Okay, so now go to PowerPoint presentation, slideshow presentation. Sorry, I'll zoom out the screen. Okay, press F5. That is first one, and this is second one. Clear? Clear? Is it clear to you all, students? No. See, if you select loop continuously until escape, then the slideshow presentation will repeat its present slideshow. Sri Suza. See, when you remove that option, see, go to slideshow, set up slideshow, and I'll uncheck that option, that is loop continuously until escape, and I'll click on OK. So now, okay, first one, second one, this is seventh one, S. See, as the presentation will end, right? So if you want to repeat it again and again, starting from the first slide, simply you can select loop continuously until escape under setup slideshow dialog box. Clear, students? So transition effects are applied to the slides, and whereas animation effects are applied to the text, pictures, or any other type of objects. Is it clear to you all? Yes, we can add sounds in slide transition, and we can use timings to run automatically. So that is, if you want to run your slideshow automatically, then use timings on the transitions tab. Just select after option and you can select the time. Clear, students? Is it clear to you all? See, again same shortcut keys, that is Ctrl plus S. Okay, so there are no shortcut keys to apply transition effects and animation effects. Okay, see, yes or no, students? Do you understand? See, try to apply all these effects on your presentation. Just create a PowerPoint presentation on quiz. Okay, so your assignment is create a presentation just prepare a quiz on computers. And in the next class, I'll tell you where to upload the assignments. Okay, you can send your assignments to my mail ID. Okay, in the next class, I'll give my mail ID. So just create a PowerPoint presentation. Is it clear to you all? Okay, students, try to apply all the effects and try to apply the timings. That means use timings in between the slides and try to apply all the animation effects. Okay, that means see, if you apply any one of the effect, then it automatically shows the preview of the selected effect. So that is the advantage of PowerPoint. Okay, so if you do not want that effect, simply you can change it by applying another effect. Okay, students, we'll meet in the next class. Thank you everyone. So practice all these commands. The most important tabs in PowerPoint is Design tab, Transition tab, Animation tab and Slideshow tab. Clear, students? Thank you everyone.